every day. Micah gets Connor ready every day and takes him to daycare because we have to leave to be to school before him. But Connor, sometimes I pick him up from daycare and I'm like, what in the world are you wearing? It's always clean and it always fits, but it might not just go together. And like one day I picked him up and I was like, why are you wearing Colton's shorts? They fit him perfect in the length, and they even like hung on his hips. You know, they weren't like huge on him because Colton's a little skinny butt. But he was totally wearing his 6-year-old brother's shorts to daycare. So, you know, Dad's, you know, I'm not going to fault Micah for it. You know, he tries his best, but, you know, I can say at least I get a good laugh out of it. But anyway, with a girl, I would have to make sure everything's laid out, and I would be probably anal about, you know, what she's wearing. I don't know, maybe I wouldn't be because it's the 4th, but I don't know. So those are kind of our thoughts on having a boy. We're really excited. I am really glad that McKenna came along first because, you know, she can help me out with all these little boys we'll have, and it'll be so cool to see the brotherly bond between the 3 boys. And I'm really interested to see how Connor and Jim Bob, like if they'll look alike or not, because my husband has 2 brothers and a sister, so there's 4 of them. And the boys, like the brothers, they do not look alike. If somebody tells you that they're brothers, you might can pick up like subtle similarities. They don't look alike, really. So I'm like, I wonder what Jim Bob's gonna look like. He might have red hair. I mean, he could. So we'll see. That's really exciting. I got maternity clothes. In my family, we kind of pass them around, you know, as somebody gets pregnant. And so I got some back, so I was excited about that. Things that I need to do, according to babycenter.com, they have this Big Master second trimester to-do list, which I just picked a couple of things off of it that I was like, yeah, I might need to check into that. Or at least start thinking about it. Childbirth class. This is going to be my first time that I really try to do natural, and so I'm kind of thinking that Mike and I probably both need one. So, I don't know, something to start thinking about anyway. Also, I've got to figure out who's going to keep my kids whenever I have the baby. Around the time that I'm due, the kids could be with the big kids, McKenna and Colton, could be with their dad or they could be with me. I'm due July 4th and I have them for July 4th this year, but he'll have them the month of June, and so if the baby comes early then they could be there. So I need to have at least a few, you know, little plans in place on what we need to do. I at least need to just start thinking about it. And considering a baby moon, I was like, I've never been on a baby moon. I think I'll tell Micah. Babycenter.com says it's very important that we go on a baby moon. So, I don't know. We're talking about taking a spring break trip with the kiddos. But I'm wondering if, you know, right when school lets out, whenever the big kids go with their dad and, you know, maybe we can take Connor with his grandparents or something with my in-laws. Maybe we can go do some kind of little trip of some kind. It'll be right at the beginning of June, so I don't know. Something to think about. I don't know if there's anything else I can think of. Oh, okay. A lot of you have asked what his name is, and, you know, I've been trying to keep it a little bit quiet. If you're on my Facebook, which please don't try to go and add me onto Facebook. I'm sure eventually if I need to, I will set up like a public one, or whatever you call it. But right now, it's just more private. But like when I first started watching YouTube, you know, and meeting a few people, there are a few people, that I'm friends with on my Facebook. So for those of you, if you've seen his name, please don't say anything like in the comments or anything. Tell everybody his name just yet. But what I want to do first, I'm going to put a link down in the bottom. I'm going to put a link in the bottom to a baby name poll, which it'll have 4 choices, but one of them will be Jim Bob's name. And so you can pick from those 4. I want to see, you know, what y'all think his name should be. All the choices are going to be names that we really did consider. And I think I told y'all at the beginning of the pregnancy, his middle name is Price. So, you know, you can try each name with the middle name and see what you think if it goes. So I want to see what y'all think that the baby's name is and if you can guess it right. And this isn't a contest where anybody gets like a prize or anything. Eventually I want to try to do some kind of fun contest, but this is just something kind of fun for us to do. So I'll put the link down here, and so click on that and go vote for what you think we're naming Jim Bob. And I think that's it. Let me show y'all the belly. Oh. Yeah, see, it's like the booty and the belly are like the same size. It's crazy. So there's the belly. There's from the side. So it's starting to look more like a baby belly. People at work that didn't know I was pregnant are like, oh my gosh, you're pregnant? So that's funny. But I don't know, I guess I didn't like, you know, make an announcement after the Pledge of Allegiance or anything to tell everybody I was pregnant. So anyway, I think that's it. Bye. Bye.